Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back in the Stanley Parable, and let's find that monitor and click it again. Where is it? Nope, not that one. Oh, maybe it's in the next office. Where's that phone coming from?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay, I don't like coffee, so not picking that up. But wait, I thought she was a baker. I thought she baked bread. She lied to me. Okay, where's the monitor? Where is it? I want to see if I can fill it up. Maybe it's in a different office. Well, where am I? Okay, I go this way. Let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, this time we're going to jump off that ledge,
Standing
the ledge
now
onto
in this
the
incredible
rail.
room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
He was saying something different. I wanted to listen. I should pay more attention when I'm running through there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really?
There.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, there's a door there, there's a door here. I'm going to go through this door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay, I can barely see in there too, so it's going to be dark no matter what.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think
There's
I put a lot of
something
time
over there.
into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
There's a rail there?
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience
I think
with
this happened the last
version.
time.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1?
Yes.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Doors opened. I think there was some dialogue here that I'm missing this time. There we go. That's us, though.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helps you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Not the baby one. Please, not the baby one. That one was annoying.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Nope, that's not happening.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Here we go.
Stanley,
Best game
is this
ever.
any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
They forgot one little piece of this game.
See,
He's
what
supposed to take
does
the
it
blocks
mean?
from somewhere else and put them there.
Of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
That is glorious.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand?
Best
Isn't it perfect?
house.
It could only be better if...
Unfortunately, in later...
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Unfortunately, in recent versions of Minecraft, that house didn't work because the zombies would just knock down the door. So you need to block it off with dirt. Okay.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope, I haven't. That's... Oh, I see the textures.
Oh, no. This is
There
far
you go.
more open-ended
I see
than
light.
I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
I heard a spider that time. Loading. Where's the, this is the end is never, or is never the end is never. Much better.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I'm disappointed that they didn't actually use portals in this game. I'm disappointed. I guess that'd be too close to copyright infringement.
Ooh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the...
And yes, now we can survive long falls. I think this is where I got stuck last time. Okay, I think I need to crank up the brightness if I can, because I couldn't see last time. Advanced. Oh. Okay, that. May as well crank that up. Okay, top up top power saving. I think, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm using a 768 tall monitor, so that's the best. Yeah, it looks like I can't crank up the video, the brightness. Whoop. Yeah, this is where I got stuck last time. So let's begin the game again, because there was nothing I could do last time. If there's something I'm missing, let me know. Maybe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, this time let's go to the end. Actually, I want to try that escape path this time. That's something I haven't seen before.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
To do synergy, core value, expenditure, shift global market pair, monetize free to play, top points, quarterly pie chart profits. Yeah, they just, those aren't even business words. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things, graphs about things and money. We have our new product. The stock market is somewhere here. Mike James, you are fired. That's over there. Colored in segments, stripes, requires more secondary research. What is hot? Target demographic, teenagers. Profits. Bi-quarterly post review. We need less reviews. 402 plus 405. What to get rid of? The death sport portion in the primary review schedule. The reason I'm actually quite a good reader. The reason I'm having problems with this is I can't quite make it out because of some light glare in my monitor. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographics. I almost thought to daughters find teenagers to put in teenage demographics, big net, some sort of child trap, work harder, a lot of percent, teenagers, size of demographics, space between the teenagers, throw something in the idea bin. 1 no more bins, trash cans, 20 remaining of the idea, or 30 firings of me. Okay, I'll save those 2 for a different playthrough. Like this.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think it's 2485.
Stepping into his
write that
manager's
down.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
No.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, 2845.
But
I
of
was
course,
close.
Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
And down we go. Down we go for a loading screen. Loading, loading, loading. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Interesting. Loading screen time.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Could use some light.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna get crushed to death. Or not.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
what?
into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, what?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This is
When every
unexpected.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
path besides after the 2 doors of the first part of the game. Interesting. Corridor. The pacing of this opening sequence is important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. The 2 doors, the set of 2 open doors, was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Interesting. The office. Button sounds. The solution of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and synthesized tone. Oh! Interesting. Oh, I didn't read that first sign, did I? The office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the... Okay, yeah, I did read that. Filing cabinets! Office computers. Oh, credits. And the impeccable Kevin Brighton and as the narrator. Original music. Middle design. Stanley character skin. Maybe. Okay. The office. 431, 436. Photocopier. Maintenance room. Okay, I think these might go the same way, possibly, so let's check. This is another choice. Yeah, these go the same way. Office clock. Ticking. Boss office. See screens from the developers. Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Countdown desk, one of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Whoa. Freedom ending. This is freedom ending as it exists in beta. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two together instead. Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. The game is now paused. Escape menu. We had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the game. Unfortunately, players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending model? The Zending went through any... I don't think... I think this is a spoiler for later. Zending. This screenshot depicting a review of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with other parts of the game. Zending levers. Original part of the Zending. The player could pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. Oh, this is the beta screen, isn't it? Oh yeah, trailers. Right there, at the top. So yeah. I've played the trailers, so... If the trailer's free, I highly recommend checking it out. What's over here? The meeting room. Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that worked out. Okay, lounge. Okay. The apartment timer. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, that's disappointing that that's gone. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player following to their death. Very good. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what it is in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. Interesting. The office. Green light. We submitted the Stanley Parable to green light. Interesting. What is this supposed to be? Whoa. Warzone. Earlier in development, we designed it anywhere Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Ah, they should have totally kept that. These are screenshots, HD mix. The point of the Stanley Parable, HD remix is to win. It's to lose. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley. Listen, am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. What was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? Okay, yeah. Okay, we ended up going all the way around. Okay, I've been down this way. From Suivo, from... So this is a skeleton, and there's a skeleton inside you. There. Do you really want the light? It's in the control room. Interesting. Narrator emails. After the trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had to initially plan to use these in further promotion material, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. I want to tell you, I like Stanley Parable as much as I like seeing numerously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I like it as much as I like walking in the park, watching the sunset, I dare say. Okay, these are too long. If you guys want it, you can buy the game and you can come to this ending and read all those. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Okay, I think I'm running out of stuff to look at, in which case I'll call the episode to an end. Yeah, we've seen that. The exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
That was good. I like the ending. I want to hear more of the female narrator. Okay, I'm not moving around or anything, so it looks like the only thing to do is hit escape and begin again. Yeah, see, can't resume. Okay, time to begin again, and I'm going to call this an end of an episode, guys. See you next time.